Hi everyone, it's Duchess. Since its initial release in 2009, the science fiction visual novel Steins has established itself as one of the most influential and highly regarded examples of interactive fiction in the medium. With its engaging premise rooted in real-world scientific theories, emotionally resonant characters, and dramatic time travel narrative filled with twists and turns, Steins exemplifies the storytelling potential of visual novels. In this video, I will be delving deep into the elements that make Steins an incredible literary work that pushes the boundaries of this genre. From the complex structure of branching plot paths to the philosophical themes it explores, I will examine what makes Steins such an impactful and unforgettable experience that has cemented its status as a landmark visual novel. Through close analysis of his writing, characters, and integration of player choice, I aim to uncover everything that makes this beloved title stand shoulders above his peers even over a decade after its initial release. One of the key elements that immediately sets Steins apart is the depth of his multifaceted characters. Protagonist Rintaro Okabe is a uniquely eccentric but sympathetic mad scientist fighting against fate. His relationships with fellow lab members Mayuri and Kurisu form the emotional backbone that grounds the high concepts. The bonds between this core trio as they support each other through trauma and crisis make the stakes feel intimate and personal. Even side characters like Daru and Suzuha receive ample development, avoiding one-dimensional tropes. The devoted friendship between Okabe and Mayuri is especially poignant, further heightened on plot path where that bond is tested. By populating this complex sci-fi premise with believable personalities, Steins delivers a profoundly human story. The exceptional characterization transforms what could have been a cold thought experiment into an experience that tugs at the heartstrings. The unlikely bond that develops between Okabe and Kurisu is often considered one of the most authentic and well-written romantic relationships in visual novel history. Initially, Kurisu comes across as an arrogant genius, constantly bickering with and mocking Okabe's delusions. But through shared trauma and supporting each other's vulnerabilities, an affectionate chemistry forms organically. Small moments like Kurisu comforting Okabe after sacrificing Mayuri reveal her sincere care for him beneath the teasing. In dramatic moments when Kurisu dies, Okabe's desperation conveys his true feelings for her. Their romance is never contrived or sappy, but a gradual emotional journey. No matter the diverging timelines and obstacles, their fates seem interconnected. For all of Steins sci-fi complexities, it is this human relationship between two intellectual souls that resonates most with fans. Their intellectual chemistry, coupled with understanding of each other's suffering, forms an unbreakable bond able to overcome space and time itself. Equally impressive is the expertly crafted structure of branching narratives that lends Steins such incredible replay value. While many visual novels offer some alternate endings, Steins pioneered the concept of true roots that fundamentally change the way the story unfolds. The initial playthrough focuses on comedy and developing relationships, avoiding major conflict. But upon revisiting key decision points, the story shifts into much darker territory, exploring the consequences of time travel. Key to Steins lasting impact was proving visual novels could leverage their interactivity for strong narrative purposes. This innovative multi-route approach has now become standard for emotive, choice-driven story games. At its core, Steins is a philosophical exploration of the ethical quandary posed by having the ability to alter time and fate. Throughout Okabe's experiences leaping between world lines, the narrative frequently grapples with the moral repercussions of attempting to play God. When Okabe's actions to prevent Mayuri's death instead indirectly caused World War III, it provokes difficult questions about whether some death and suffering is meant to be when it preserves causal relationships and the greater good. The unintended harms caused by even benevolent time travel showcase how dangerous tampering with fundamental forces can be. While often sci-fi treats time travel as purely fantastical, Steins makes a compelling case for why the technology could be humanity's ruin if ever created. The moral ambiguities and lack of easy answers when weighing individual lives versus world destruction cement time manipulation as a profound Pandora's box. One of the most beneficial pieces of content expanding Steins long after its initial release was the 2011 improvement patch. This fan-made patch fixed numerous typos, tweaked playability issues, and enhanced the overall quality of life playing the visual novel. Small additions like skippable repeated text and the ability to quick save made iterating through multiple routes less tedious. The patch also added support for higher screen resolutions to improve the visuals. While the core writing remained unchanged, the hundreds of refinements helped smooth out rough edges. The dedication of fans to refine the experience is a testament to the enduring love for Steins Over a decade later, the improvement patch makes replays feel fresh and demonstrates how impactful fan mods can be for aging classics. With this enhancements now considered canon, the patch helps cement Steins Gate's legacy by ensuring first-time players have access to the definitive edition. The brilliance of Steins Gate's narrative and characters made it prime material for an anime adaptation. In 2011, a 24-episode anime series aired that closely followed the main plotline while condensing the branching path. The adaptation succeeded in bringing beloved scenes to life with vivid animation and the original Japanese voice cast. Watching climatic moments, like Okabe's frantic dash to save Kurisu rendered in full motion, gave new dramatic weight. The anime also expanded certain scenes to better depict character relationships and motivations. While purists may still prefer the completeness of the visual novel, the adaptation introduced Steins Gate to a wider mainstream audience. Its success boosted the franchise and demonstrated the storytelling strengths that makes the source material so adaptable. Most remarkably, the anime maintained the complex sci-fi story structure while condensing necessary parts. While interest in the series remained high after the anime, the 2015 visual novel sequel, Steins Gate Zero, had big shoes to fill. Regarded as more of a side story than direct continuation, Steins Gate Zero explored an alternate timeline where Okabe is unable to save Kurisu. While Zero expands on supporting characters, many fans felt it lacked the original's heart and emotional impact. The new heroine, Maho, is unable to replace Kurisu's absence. Zero also opted for a linear narrative rather than branching paths, reducing replayability. Some criticized the story for convoluted retcons like Amadeus AI. Zero failed to capture the magic formula of characters, plotting, and philosophical themes that made the first game a masterpiece. As an expansion of the universe, Steins Gate Zero succeeded, but as a thematic sequel, many felt it fell short of reaching the same heights. However, Zero's ambitions highlighted just how incredibly high the original set the bar for science fiction visual novels. Pulling all these elements together is Steins Gate's thought-provoking exploration of scientific ethics and the moral dilemma of changing faith. At its core, the story is a philosophical debate brought to life through Okabe's experiences. The emotional turmoil as saving Mayuri's life leads to unintended tragedies raises difficult questions about whether one should tamper with time travel. The story also grounds this debate through real-world theories like John Titor's alleged time travel, blurring the lines between fiction and plausibility. Steins Gate's willingness to confront profound concepts of friends needing to die to preserve reality sets it apart from visual novels with simplistic morality. There are rarely easy answers, but meaningful discussion and inspires what fans is a testament to his nuanced writing. For a story about time travel, Steins Gate provokes connections to our own world that stand the test of time. These layers of complexity and metaphysical introspection provide rewarding substance to complement its dramatic narrative. And that's my take on this. Thank you for watching the video. If you're someone who loves exploring the depths of the gaming community, hit that subscribe button below and turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon. See you guys later.